Angel Reese looks like she's done putting up with the Chicago Sky's nonsense. She threw down a bombshell, telling the Chicago Tribune that this offseason, she's not settling for the same weak squad that sputtered through last year. Nope, Angel Reese made it clear. Stop bringing me bums to play with. She demands that the Sky bring in the absolute best talent to surround her. Bold, definitely. But here's the kicker. Even with those demands, Angel is leading the league in turnovers despite missing several weeks of play, and she can barely finish a layup. She's so off her game, she even earned a suspension for throwing a technical foul. Reese was ready to overhaul the entire roster, but ironically, it might be her Chicago needs to ditch. So, is Angel Reese the biggest hoax in WNBA history? She's for sure no Caitlyn Clark. Tell us in the comments, are you Team Clark, the baby goat, or Team Ree, the baby giraffe? Let's go! At the heart of this saga, Angel Reese is Doan. She's fed up with losing, tired of being the underdog nobody respects. She's fed up with the Chicago Sky and looks like she wants out. Yeah, you heard that right. Imagine demanding your entire team get replaced only to become the one your franchise wants to move on from. That's the mess Angel stepped into after that fiery Chicago Tribune interview. She didn't hold back, saying flat out she wasn't accepting a repeat of last season's failures, insisting that good players and great players are non-negotiables for her future in Chicago. It didn't sound like a player committed to growing with her squad. Nope, Angel sounded like a brat going live on record to gut her own roster. I want the best of the best, she said. I'm willing to play with the best in however it takes to get the top talent here this offseason. We can't settle for what we had. Overhaul this roster. She laid it bare. But here's where things got ugly. Her comments didn't just annoy a few people, they ignited a full-on locker room meltdown. There was talk of a team meeting just to deal with the fallout. That's not teamwork, that's damage control. A half-proven star doesn't incite half the team to demand a meeting just because of her mouth. That's not leadership, it's dysfunction. Multiple league sources told Front Office Sports that many players were unhappy with Reese's direct attacks. A team meeting was planned to confront Reese. The tension was real. The sharpest arrow was fired at veteran Courtney Vandersloot. Even though she was sidelined with a season-ending ACL injury, Angel coldly dismissed her as too old to be part of the team's present or future. That cut deep. Vandersloot isn't just any player, she's a two-time WNBA champion, five-time All-Star, and one of the best court managers in league history. To cavalierly toss her aside doesn't just insult Vandersloot, it alienates the entire veteran community who respect her hard-earned reputation. Reese said, "We can't rely on Courtney at her age. We need someone younger with experience, someone willing to compete for championships." Ouch. For someone who left the New York Liberty a championship contender to join Chicago, that's a brutal slap. And here's the juicy irony. Chicago's front office already gave Reese what she wanted. They traded away star rookie Sonia Citrone, an all-star and rookie of the year candidate, to bring in Ariel Atkins, a proven championship caliber player primed to help Reese win now. But instead of gratitude, Reese acted like the team was never good enough. You can't complain about management's efforts when they sacrificed a future cornerstone to build around you. Reese's disdain didn't end with veterans. Even younger teammates like Haley Van Leth caught heat, accused of being too soft or mid-level. Suddenly, the locker room was split. Veterans felt disrespected while younger players felt dismissed, and Reese found herself the lightning rod for frustration. Instead of rallying her team, she alienated them. She said, "We need great players. I don't know what that's going to attract. Maybe the practice facility will?" That statement oozed doubt. She said attracting a great player was a leap of faith because the org's direction wasn't clear. Now, here's where the power play blew up. If you try to put yourself above your roster, you better back that up on the court. Angel Reese didn't. Instead, she looked out of sync, misfitting the very system she wanted to remold. The truth Chicago didn't want to admit, their main issue might be Angel Reese herself. Her stats around 14-15 points and double-digit rebounds look solid on paper, but peel it back and it's shaky. She leads the entire WNBA in turnovers despite missing lots of time with injury. That's careless at best. 20% of her shots inside 9 feet get blocked. And, let's be honest, she's doggy doo-doo when it matters. She amassed 101 turnovers in 26 games. Yes, a starter while skating on thin ice with technical fouls. Her 8th tech brought an automatic 1-game suspension right before a crucial matchup with the Indiana Fever. At one point, Reese even struck teammate Aaliyah Edwards on the head during a rebound battle, earning a technical foul that might take her out of a key rivalry game. The refs weren't messing around, and neither was the league. Ironically, Chicago played better, more cohesive games when Reese wasn't on the floor. The ball moved freely, the defense tightened. Wins were squeezed out without her. That's a franchise player in reverse. The less she played, the better the team looked. Fans might ask, was getting Reese the best call? She demanded greatness, but threw games away with selfish play, constant clashes with officials, and suspensions at key moments. Watching Reese was like watching a liability that you couldn't rely on in crunch time. Who would want to play with someone who throws teammates under the bus publicly 3 games from season's end? That's the question teammates are asking now. In stark contrast, Caitlyn Clark in Indiana shines on and off the court like a true leader. While Reese stoked flames, Clark builds bridges. Clark stayed supportive during injuries, cheered her team from sidelines, and brought maturity beyond her years. Clark's presence opens up the floor for teammates like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell. She isn't just scoring, she makes everyone around her better. Clark's leadership has helped Indiana soar. They went from lottery fodder to playoff contenders, breaking attendance and merchandise sales records. Meanwhile, Chicago's fans vent their frustration openly, blaming Reese's leadership or lack thereof. The contrast is glaring. Clark leads with professionalism and positivity, while Reese's power plays breed division and drama. Reese even backtracked, apologizing for her critical comments about the roster. Clark, meanwhile, earned praise from media for her poise and supportive nature. So, what's the takeaway? Angel Reese needed better teammates, sure, but maybe the sky's bigger problem is the player demanding the overhaul. Tell us your take below. Are you with Team Clark or Team Ree?